Yo, what it do? Hey, man, you know who this is. The motherfucking master of the South, Mychal motherfucking Jeter. You know all I do is talk shit and get it in. Hey, y'all tuned in to Real Life Entrepreneurs. Hey, check this out. If y'all ain't tuned in to they broadcast, they podcast, they stations, none of they promo, hey, nigga, you ass.
What's going on, everybody? You rocking with the Real Life Entrepreneurs. It's your boy A1 Steel.
Hey man, it's the biggest voice on the lowest, the Cho.
Say man, we got an important person that's in the city that
Very
we really
important.
don't even be knowing nothing about, man. We got Mychal Jeter.
Hey, Mike in the building.
What's going on, man? What's going on?
Man, what's going down?
No, so
Nothing much, man. Tell them folks, man, about you that's deaf, dumb, and under a rock that don't know nothing about you.
Shit, if they don't know, shit, I can't tell you. I can't bring you up to speed.
yeah.
Shit, I've been around 29 years, so, you know, it's what I do.
What do you do? Let the folks know what you do.
Talk shit all day.
Not for sure.
That's all I do. Anybody know me? Anybody know, you know, what I do? All I do is talk shit all day and get paid for it.
How you get paid for talking shit though?
Shit, easy.
What's the rap? We need to know.
Yeah,
What's-
we
so
gotta
so the
know.
other
We
young
gotta
brothers
be
can know how to get paid
See,
talking
that,
shit.
that's the whole game. If I give the game away, you can't get paid.
Well, they gonna have to contact you to figure out the game or something. What we gonna
That's the
do?
whole point. See,
Okay, so tell us how
the
we contact
dream,
you. Okay.
the dream is free.
Okay.
The journey is what costs.
Okay, bet.
A lot of people don't understand that.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Well,
See,
talk
you
to
know,
them. Let them know
I mean,
something.
it's just, if I give you the game,
Mm-hmm.
then you still not gonna understand it because a lot of people don't want to put in the work.
Okay. So where your journey started at then?
Man, I started right here, man. Look,
Right here where? Grand
Prairie, Texas.
Okay, bet.
Crazy part started right here in Grand Prairie, Texas. Man, I used to run these streets, Dalward, man, Old Arlington. I remember when it wasn't nothing around here but K104. Shit, you know, everything done changed now, but yeah. Man, I'm from McKinney, Texas. You know, so shit. Everybody know where McKinney at. If you don't know where McKinney at, same hood Mo 3 was from. Rest in peace, kinfolk. You know what I'm saying? But yeah,
No doubt.
been in the game 29 years. So like I say,
What game you in?
shit, the music industry.
Okay.
Same game y'all in.
Bet,
The streets.
Yeah.
The earth is my turf.
Nah, for sure.
Yeah, square
For
business.
sure.
So I seen that you a promoter. Are you a promoter or like what do you do as far as being in them big old venues and them you would be in big venues like arenas and shit like that. You don't be in no
That's
little
major.
shows.
Yeah, that's major.
Nah, I do. I mean, man, pretty much, I've had every role that you could have in the music industry, from being a street promoter to, you know, I do my own concerts. I do arenas from 4,000 all the way to 40,000.
Man, that's hard.
You know, my own dollar. I don't have no investors. I don't have no, you know, I really don't have no team. I deal with the same people the same people I've been dealing with for about 15, 20 years, you know, and it's a family-run business, you know.
So what your family, what your brother do, or was doing before you? You seen your old man doing it? Who
Nobody.
inspired? Nobody. So
Nobody.
okay. Nobody inspired you. Just where did you start at on a street team or what? Where you started? How did you jump off in?
So crazy thing. My partner, Greg Street was he was doing the radio. He was going back and forth from Dallas to Atlanta. You know, he was doing 6 o'clock time street to rock.
Street to rock. Yeah.
Yeah. So
I remember it.
you know, they came to me and you know, I was, man, just a young kid, and he was like, man, we need to start doing some parties. And he came to me and he was like, man, let's do some shit. I was like, okay. My other partner, he was at the same time, you know, he was heavy in the streets, and he was like, bro, I really don't know the way, you know what I'm saying, the business of it, but, you know, if you rock with me, you know, we can make some stuff happen. You know, he was real heavy in the streets, and so shit, I said, let's do it. That's how it started. And, you know, I got out, and my game was I was always good at talking to people.
I was just
you know what I'm
gonna ask
saying?
you,
Yeah.
what separated
You
you?
started with parties.
Nah, it's crazy for it. I never did no parties. The first concert we did, we had like 400 people there. I think it cost us about $2,000 for an artist.
Who was
And,
it? You remember?
Man, the first artist we had, hell, that shit was so old ago.
Yeah.
Like I say, bro, it was 29 years ago.
Yeah,
you know
I
what
know.
I'm saying?
Yeah, I figured that.
So it was so old, but we ended up doing Nemesis next. I used to fuck with.
That's back in the day. He said Nemesis, boy.
I used to fuck with OG Cottonmouth.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Cottonmouth Jesse. Yeah, you know, like I said, bro, I've been doing this shit so long, homie. It's natural to me.
Yeah.
And that was just a game, and man, we just kept going, and we ain't never looked back. But I used to get out every day, and no matter what show we did, I would bring I would get out, promote, and I did everything myself. I didn't have no street team. I didn't have no. I
So
was
you
the
got
street
out
team.
there and put them flyers out on them cars.
Man, I was putting flyers on cars, apartments, houses, wherever.
We got that game from Nate Quick, man.
That's my partner. Rest in peace, Nate Quick. Yeah,
my brother was signed. My brother was signed to him. You know what I'm saying? When he had the greedy boy.
Yeah.
Shit, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's my partner, man.
My brother was signed under him, and at the time he died and shit. But he taught us the game. You know what I'm saying? For passing them flyers out. You know, he wasn't even supposed to be doing that because he was with K104.
Yo, he's still doing it.
Yeah, he had his own little shit. He was still doing it. Had us out there passing out flyers and putting them on cars and shit.
Damn, boy, you just brought back a real one there, bro.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, so you know, I mean, that's just, you know, we got out doing that, and we just kept doing parties. You know, not parties, we were doing concerts. So everybody that you can think of now that is big, I started with, from your Jeezys, your 2 Chainz, your Lil Waynes. Like I was the first person that brought Wayne to Dallas. We actually did.
I was finna say he.
But we brought Wayne to the Starplex.
Back in the day. Too.
So
you think about back in the first person bring back
so
in the day.
you gotta understand, in that era, the biggest crew out here was called Fab Fam.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? A lot of people don't understand. Fort Worth, from Arlington. Well, Arlington, they was doing parties at the stadium. That was rest in peace and to Wody. That was 909 Commission and Mel the Mac.
Yeah. We were just talking about that. That's crazy.
And so Fab Fam, TNT, they was Irvin, Grand Prairie, shout out to Busy now, Grand Prairie, Irvin, Arlington.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Frog ran what's the damn strip club everybody used to go to on Hard Bodies, yeah. Hard Bodies, and then the other one around called Peeping Toms, yeah. So, you know, you had to really be in the streets then, because niggas, you know what I'm saying? Like,
no social media.
Yeah, wasn't no...
None of that, yeah.
Wasn't no social media, but the thing was, you couldn't really go in them clubs if you ain't know nobody.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, nigga really had to be in the streets, getting around, you know. Back then, it wasn't no just, I'm gonna pull up, man. Nah, nigga, it wasn't about your money, it was about your status.
Mm-hmm.
And you know, that was just the game. And so it was crazy because we ended up bringing, we brought Wayne. We did the Street Dream Tour. That name actually came from us. 909 Commission, Wody, Jack Frost, my other dog name, he was DJ too, man. I can't remember his name. DJ D-Real, DJ Technique.
I remember Technique.
Oh, we had all
too.
Used to rap too.
Technique used to rap.
Oh, we had all the when I said everybody, AKA Wayne. Yep, you right. When I say we had everybody under one umbrella, bro. It was, we brought Boosie and Webby. The crazy part is, that's the day we brought them, the day before was the day Boosie got arrested. So he didn't get to come. Webby came, No, Webby didn't come. We did. It was Mac Main, Dipset with Cameron.
Damn, that was finna go down.
Yeah,
finna go down.
You understand? We had all the Houston cats. Lil
sure.
Kiki, Slim Thug.
Where was y'all bringing them to? Where was
Man, we had them at the. It's called the Jetson now, but when we did it, it was Starplex.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Outside,
the
yeah.
Starplex.
So we
Damn,
man, we had it was Jeezy. Man, goddamn, who I was on that motherfucking show? Mac Main. I just said that nigga name. Wayne. Birdman.
Yeah.
That's when Birdman was in his rapping stage. Man, we had some motherfuckers on that show, but it was, man, we had some. Big Thu, shout out to Thu, man, rest in peace. You know, all the homies out the South, but it was everybody had come together and put their bread.
Put that bread up to get
the
show going.
So it wasn't no how the shit is now. You know what I'm saying? Like niggas actually came together, put their bread together, and was, you know, trying to make some shit happen. Then the shit happened to D, you know, D and 909D. D, I'm gonna tell this story. D ended up getting into it with Jim Jones and them, and they get hit with a bottle, and man, all hell break loose. But it was a hell of a show, man, and that was the first big show, you know, that we did. And
man, what them 909 boys doing, man? Cause them boys had the stadium right.
Man, them boys
look, man, them niggas knew my face and they look, little homie, when you pull up, don't woo woo woo, and they always let me back in. They had the line from the stadium to the street.
What?
Fuck right to the street.
Say,
man, them niggas, they had to make $1 billion.
Artists Stadium was they shit. You couldn't. Then, if you wasn't going through they network,
yeah,
you wasn't coming out of Dallas.
Nah, for sure.
You know what I'm saying? And that's what. And the crazy part is it didn't matter what you was doing Thursday, Saturday, and Sunday. Sunday nights, you was going to the stadium.
Going to the stadium.
Anybody come through Dallas, you had to go to the stadium. I don't give a damn where you was going. You had to go to the stadium.
Millionaire at the stadium.
Everybody.
Them niggas had to open up. Them niggas had to open up both. You know what I'm saying? They had both the stadium and the other. Man,
the other side. Yep.
That bit used to go down.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
That was the, you know, and
so they still promoting what they doing right now.
Man, they still doing shows. They just do it
on a bigger scale.
They do it on a bigger scale, but they more undercover with it now. You know what I'm saying? They got, you don't really hear their name no more, but don't get it fucked up. The niggas still making money, man.
Nah, for sure.
Niggas still making money.
Me and my partner talking about that yesterday. Like, man, I know them niggas made at least some M off of
man. Them niggas made some, like, you know, that was their thing. And so it was like,
sure.
They had this side, you know, locked in, and you know, then I got into the artist side of things. From when we had Dero. Who did I have first?
So you was managing Dero?
I was doing the marketing. I was doing mainly the marketing. I managed Young Nation.
Young Nation.
I had Young Nation.
And that was live, because they was live. Man,
they was at the time they was live, but I'm gonna tell you.
Now how managing them at they age and not knowing they got into a lot of shit.
Man, listen, I'm gonna take y'all way back before that. Before that, I had Twist.
A little Twist, yeah.
Okay, so Twist was, you know, when Twist ended up getting signed to Wayne, Twist was with Diamond D.
Yeah, he was with Diamond D at first. I remember him being with Diamond D and shit.
Yeah, but you know, he was with Diamond D, but the night Wayne ended up signing,
his mama take him. Yeah, his mom. Yeah, they went out of town to a show. Or something.
No, they were right there in Keys Park. Wayne had actually came back. Like I said, me and Wayne had a relationship, and he had actually came looking for some artists, and he was actually looking for. Twist wasn't who he was looking for at first. I can't remember who. Fuck, man, one of them. I can't remember, but anyway, he ended up.
Thinking who was hot back then?
Man, wasn't nobody hot.
Yeah, wasn't nobody really hot.
It was
He wasn't trying to rap.
Even
that
Texas
Nah.
Twist, even when they had the Texas Twist, that was just like, even though he was performing in a lot of places and shit.
Man, but you know, he ended up doing his thing, and man, you know, he had a crazy career, you know, like I said, but I got into the music side of doing marketing, promotions, and just shit, all that shit, man.
No.
Touring, you know, ended up going to PV, and
That's when you went to school at PV?
went to PV.
You graduated?
Boy, hell no.
Oh,
He
okay.
said,
Went to PV. Listen.
Yeah.
So-
it was so much
You
shit
gotta
going on. There ain't no way.
Oh, you gotta understand.
At that time, though.
At that time frame, DeRoe was the man at PV.
Yeah.
What's it called? God damn, I can't think of this nigga. Now. I just had a nigga that
DJ,
Who?
man.
Merc.
Merc.
No.
Merc, I was saying Merc was
okay.
down there. What's the other
Merc
one
was
that's from
DJing,
Galworth?
but no. What's it called? He was the DJ. DeRoe was rocking the shows, but what's it called was doing. Damn, I can't think of his full name. Y'all know what I'm talking about. He in Houston now, but he's from Dallas.
Sure.
No.
In the road era.
No, and the bright skin DJ. I can't think of his name. It'll come to me in a minute. But you had no.
Not DJ Chose.
No, not Chose. So you gotta understand this. You had Beat King, who was there, but he wasn't going to school. He was just, you know, he was there every day. You got Mert, you got me, you got DJ Chose. Like, you had Bone. Bone ended up getting a deal with, ended up signing to L.A. Reid. We ended up going, so we leave school, we ended up going on tour because, you know, he signed the tour deal for Homegirl. And, you know, we went on tour for a good 6-7 months. You know, his song was buzzing. You know, he had the #1 song in the country. Signed to L.A. Reid. So I'm going between DeRoe tours and Bone tours. Then you had
Bone is that you got a
yeah. Mm-hmm. Then you had so you had to look at how much talent was at PV at that time.
Man, what?
Because listen, Chose was hard.
The party was going crazy.
Yeah,
The
hey,
parties.
boy, parties was retarded.
Yeah.
Beat King has always been hard.
I mean,
You know what I'm saying?
Want to get it going?
Yeah,
Put
like,
B King
hey,
on,
bro.
man.
Big
I'm
King has
telling you.
always been hard, and then like DeRoe was doing his thing. You know what I'm saying? So it was that party vibe was always there.
in that boogie area.
Mr. Rogers.
Mr. Rogers. That's
DJ
it, yeah.
Mr. Rogers.
Yeah, that's
Mr. Rogers was the man on campus. You know what I'm saying?
One DJ chose
Yeah.
Mr. Rogers.
Mr. Rogers. So Chose and Mert would do they parties. Like Chose had his following, but Rogers would do like the big party. Like all them niggas at that time, bro. Like it, you couldn't miss. It didn't matter where you went in that era. You couldn't miss. You know what I'm saying?
For real.
And then you come back to Dallas. I had Big Chief. I had Chief hard. Chief was killing the streets.
That was my boy.
Yeah, so you know, Chief Lucas.
Goddamn right.
Yeah,
He had the streets.
he had the streets,
Yeah,
bro.
he had the streets.
So I mean, it was an era where, man, I was all over through this bitch. I mean, I gotta tell people all the time, you can't mention Dallas. You can't say Dallas. If a nigga don't know me, that means he ain't from Dallas. Cause I've touched every artist in this genre of music. Whether they was an R&B singer.
My brother's like I say, my brother been rapping like since he was like 15, and he really just got up out the game. Don't even fuck with it no more. But we was knee deep in it back like when I say he was 15 years old, like Snake Quick. What was the other? It'll come to me. It was another dude from K104 at that time. Jose Rodriguez.
And you had
He hosted bro mixtape, a lot of bro mixtapes, you know what I'm saying? So it was like we were deep in it, you know what I'm saying? So
you had Throw Down Sam, been there. You know, like I said, all these cats, I grew up with, man. I've been in the game.
And my brother knew you. Like,
Yeah,
when
that's
I
crazy.
told him, he was like, man, who y'all got next or something? I was like, man, we got some dude named Michael Jeter and shit. He was like, man, he an old school dude? I was like, yeah. So I showed him the Instagram. He was like, man, is that him for real? It could be a nigga lying. Just like, he thinking the page is fake.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I was like, nah, like, the nigga be hitting me and he hit me talking. And so bro he went to his phone and typed in the name, and bro already following you. So he typed his shit. He was like, nah, that's really him. That's the same page I'm following. Cause yeah, he's like, yeah, shit, that's live, bro. That nigga, you know what I'm saying? But bro already, like I say, bro tapped into the music, so he already knew. You know what I'm saying? So
Then we had I'm gonna come crazy. Boys out of West Dallas. I actually had them.
No, I wouldn't say the Gator Boys.
No. We actually had them before Bone. Man, I can't think. Well, I've been doing this shit so long, I can't think of
It's a
boys
lot,
now.
boys.
Damn, I can't think of the song. Mel was the manager. I can't think of the boys.
They out of West Dallas?
They had a West Dallas. So, this is how I'm gonna show you what's so crazy. 1996. They have Texas Summer Music. They have Tony Neal brought the Core DJ Retreat out here. Okay, we in 96. So he brought the Core Retreat. I end up getting put out. Chief and them laughing at me. I end up getting put out. When I get put out, I'm standing outside. I got all these backpacks full of, I got flyers and cards, t-shirts. This the game I started giving people was these pens.
With the
I got 10,000 pens, bro, with just my phone. I didn't have no business cards, but I ended up getting put out. I had just got out of jail. I had went to jail. I had just got out. I've been out probably like 2 months. So I had some lighters and I had some t-shirts. So Eminem tour bus pull up, right? And M get out the tour bus. So the dude, he trying to bag me up like, hey man, back up, Eminem coming through. I said, man, who the fuck is Eminem? I don't know, nigga. I don't know. So I end up seeing, he go in and whatever. So they come back out. He was like, man, you got a towel or something? I said, hey, I got a towel for you. I got a lighter too. I get a nigga lighter, pen, towel. You know what I'm saying? But this was the bus driver, and then it's the big old tour bus. Mm-hmm. And so, excuse me. And so 50 ended up getting out that bitch. And man, I talked to them. And man said, man, you got some shit we ain't never seen. Mm-hmm. Promo. He said, who hands out pens? I said, hey man, when you go in this conference, you gonna have to have something to write with. Ain't that nigga had no pen. Everybody, so I sat there for a whole day passing out pens to everybody going in that bitch. So this motherfucker Brinks truck pull up, right? A black Brinks truck. So it's two 18-wheelers, Lambos, Maseratis, Bentleys on the back of this bitch. So when the Brinks truck pull up, these niggas get out this hoe. And I'm looking at these niggas. I said, man, these niggas can't be from Dallas. And I'm mad because I can't go on the conference, bro. But nigga don't put me out this bitch. You know what I'm saying? I done got into it with nigga don't put me out this bitch. And so I'm standing out here, and so I'm catching everybody coming in and out. You know what I'm saying? I'm just catching everybody. And Patty Geiger was with Stampede. Shout out to Bowleg. Patty Geiger come out and she said, hey, if I get you back in this conference, please don't get into it with nobody. I said, I ain't getting into it with nobody. I'm cool. At the time, my DJ was DJ ASAP. So ASAP was one of the first DJs to get in the core DJs, right? So, like I said, core DJs then, Tony was just, it was big, but a lot of Dallas DJs wasn't in the core then. Yeah, it was only like
definition.
Yeah, it was definite. We was all definition DJs. Definition, shout out Drop. Definition DJs was the wave. You know what I'm saying? DJ Deuce, DJ Darkness, I mean, shit, nigga, man.
That was
DJ Q, it was a shit. So, all them boys that went to have great careers. Crazy thing is, that's the day I met the BMF boys. 1996. Little nigga come out, his name Rocket. Rocket now is the dude who managed Lil Meech. But Rocket he rapped for a label called Green Up Entertainment. They was from LA. And me and his manager, main name, named Ed. Me and Ed was sitting there talking. I'm outside, bro. I'm still outside. I don't give a damn about the conference number because everybody coming outside. So I'm talking to Ed and Meech. The dude unloading the cars, nigga. And when I say everybody outside, bro, the man opened the Brinks truck. I'm talking about nigga M's. They had M's. I ain't talking about no ones. They had M's.
It was BMF.
It was the real BMF, bro. They had the truck.
That's how they rolled.
Yeah, they bro, the niggas. So the boys from the West, I can't think of their name for nothing, bro. They end up shooting a video in West Dallas. We end up going to the store across Hampton. And somehow, bro, I don't know how it was. I ended up talking to niggas, ended up coming to the video, to being in the video. So Meech them got a brother named Christian. And so we all go with a Rocket, everybody, they shooting the video. I can't think of the goddamn song. Y'all know it when I tell you. So they end up shooting the video. So the whole BMF come through. Like, we didn't know at the time, who the niggas really was. Chiefs and them come out. I'm talking about everybody come out. You know what I'm saying? Everybody come out. They support the video because the boys from the West. And so I ended up meeting them, kicking it with them. That the weekend, Benzino. Met all these niggas, and it's just like we just started growing. So that time, it ended up taking me to a whole nother level because I ended up meeting the 4 people who run the industry now. Is the 4 people who I met then they was just like me. They were just street promoters. One was in LA, one was in Miami, one was in Chicago, one was in New York.
Major cities.
But they the 4 niggas who run the game.
Who is
now.
that? Who is it?
That is, you got the Twins, which is Twin manages Lil Baby. Twin has Lil Baby. The other twin has Jeezy. You got Mark has Gotti. The whole CMG camp. You had Uncle Polly. Uncle Polly at the time had Young Bleed. And me and Polly they ended up like 6 months later, me and Polly ended up hooking up again because that's when they had the flood, Katrina, my bad. Katrina. And so, they started coming out and me and Polly started kicking in and Polly was fucking with me real tough. I ended up getting I had this lady had a magazine. I ended up getting a rap vehicle. I was one of the first people that had a rap vehicle. I was riding around a little Astro van, had some rims on it. Wasn't shit in that bitch, but it was just an empty van, some speakers, and I was riding around the bitch selling shoes. So when everybody was selling Wookies then, remember in Big T, they had a store called The World Is Yours. Okay, well they had one on Leadbetter. Same cats. So I was riding around selling shoes. That was the thing. Selling Jordans, purses, nigga. I was doing whatever it was to hustle to make some money. And so, that's what, we still doing concerts and stuff, but it wasn't like that. But we was doing shoes, and then Bleed was hot at the time. And I ended up tapping into that circle. Rest in peace to old man. Money Waters, I started fucking with Money Waters real hard. Then run back into Cottonmouth Jesse. I hadn't seen him since I graduated from high school. Started fucking with him again. Then I ended up meeting Family Life Juju. Shout out to Ju. I wouldn't be where I am today without Juju, man. Cause Ju don't put a lot of niggas in the game.
No, for sure.
And a lot of niggas don't give Jew his credit. I never mean Pookie, Urban South, and it's just the network just got bigger. And that's when I came up with the slogan I tell people all the time. Your network is your net worth. And people don't understand this. Relationships mean more than money in this game.
Yeah, for sure.
And people...
Alright, I'll pick back up right there. Let's start counting.
Well, this a nice one right here, boy. You bless
You run down through
We
there.
going down
Yeah,
through
you
there.
going
Say
down
we
through
in the
there.
city right now, baby. Yeah, man, y'all buckle up. We in the city, man. Yeah, goddamn right. Nigga said 96. Man, yeah, you talking about?
At 96, man. So you gotta understand, we good.
I'm finna pick back up right now. Where you left off.
Oh.
2, 3.
So you gotta look at when Jeezy and all them came out here, we was plugged into them. Like every major, like Polly had, you couldn't come from New Orleans, the bounce, all that came through Polly. The twins, like I said, these was just. Let me back up for a minute. I can't forget TJ's DJs, because TJ Chapman had B.O.B. at the time. See, B.O.B. wasn't big then. You know, he was just local artists, but they were big in their cities. The biggest thing in Dallas was Chief. Chief was the nigga, you couldn't turn no corner, hit no block without jamming, you know what I'm saying, Chief.
Nah, for sure.
Or having a Chief album.
Nah, for sure.
Now, the Row was big because the Row was big on the party scene. You know, he had the college kids. So you had the best of both worlds. But one group that I give credit all the time because they was doing their thing. And Tum Tum, boy, me and Tum Tum got a hell of a story. DSR has always been a staple of Dallas to me.
Yeah.
Nah, for sure.
You know what I'm saying?
Man,
Because
for sure.
they was from Fat B to Lil Ronnie, you know what I'm saying? Like, they was always doing their thing while everybody, they didn't give a damn about nobody else, what nobody else was doing, because they was always doing their thing.
They had their own lane.
They had their own lane. Even still to this day, DCC, all that, they have their own lane. And a lot of people don't understand that. Like, Dallas is so big, you gonna cross paths with everybody, man. Tom them, you know, and, you know, they done had some heavy hitters come out their camp. Post Malone, you know, gotta understand, Brick, all of them come from DCC. You know what I'm saying?
Post Malone.
Post Malone, all they come out from that's Brick.
Shit, goddamn right.
You know, Post Malone from Frisco.
Yeah. So.
But you know, his manager was signed to Score More. Like I say, bro, I got a lot of history. You know what I'm saying?
Sure.
Bro,
We
I can talk to this shit for days. Like I say,
we appreciate
like I
You got
say,
27, you got
bro.
27 years of shit
Bro.
on top university.
Like I say,
Shit.
I could tell niggas stories that niggas don't know. You know what I'm saying? I just don't. Some stuff to me is just sentimental, and it's not meant for the camera.
Right.
I said I was gonna write a book one day. I probably
need
gonna
to.
never,
Nah,
I
you
ain't
need to,
gonna, I
big
probably
homie.
gonna never get to it.
Man.
But I mean, from on the road with you know Jeezy and them, you know, I can tell the story about niggas in the club throwing duffel bags of money. You know what I'm saying? And just you know going and man.
Man, look, you need to do it for the city, man.
Yeah, I mean,
you just sit behind you,
still
big
do
dog.
anything like
You
far
need to
as
do
now,
it.
like far as shows, you still be on anything now?
Yeah, I still do shows now. I just do like I got some shit coming up in January. I done moved to the R&B side of things. I don't really do if it's not a venue about 2,500 or more. I don't really do
Oh,
it.
so you don't want to bring Monica down there to the AAC?
Yeah.
Yeah. Next
So-
time I need to holler at you then. I need to catch me and baby. We enjoyed ourselves. I don't know.
I didn't say
We the
Hey,
one-
we enjoyed ourselves.
We the one brought Monica when she came to the South Dallas.
Man, that's hard.
I bring a lot of big shows, homie. Like I say, I just now, I do a lot of stuff undercover. Mm-hmm. It's not about me. Like I said, all my people that I deal with today, I dealt with 15, 20 years ago. I ain't never switched. Like I said, bro, I don't have no team. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I got my same graphic guy. Shout out to Aaron. I got the same graphic guy. I deal with the same people at the radio station.
If it ain't broke, why fix it?
No. And it's like I tell people, like, I remember when Bebe first came. You know what I'm saying? I can tell you shit that where the swag come from this to that artist. See, a lot of people don't remember Chief and DeRoe did 3-4 songs together. Mm-hmm. And people were like, they did? Mm-hmm. I thought they were beefing. They were never beefing.
Never. Chief and DeRoe beefing? I ain't heard that one.
But see, you had, nigga, that's how people used to. You know, everybody thought niggas didn't like each other. You know what I'm saying? And it wasn't never that. It was, you gotta understand, Chief was the streets. DeRoe was the club.
Yeah, see, that's why I wouldn't be able to see
that. You know what I'm saying? And then DeRoe had, so I would go, this is the crazy part. I would ride the train from West Dallas to downtown and go to Chief and go to DeRoe house. Merc will record Young Nation. And we're gonna do a show like before, and I tell everybody this, before Race Murder, Young Nation was the wave. Mm-hmm. Even today, for sure. Young Nation don't get a lot of credit, bro. Young Nation had a lot of hit records. You know what I'm saying? Q Smith and them done did that.
Yeah, Q Smith, that's what
man, Q Smith done, man, bro, he done produced a lot of major records, bro.
And don't get no credit.
And don't get no credit. And he should. And he don't like being seen. Norm T, same way. Did you know him? You know, I mean, bro, that whole circle, like,
he's still doing his thing.
Yeah.
Still doing his thing.
Them my guys, bro, like,
fucking with the
I'm telling you what's so crazy. And Dosky G, shout out my homie Dosky. Dosky called me the Weasel of the Year.
I call you the Weasel.
And I never understood why he called me that. And I asked one day, I said, bro, I'm not no fucking weasel. He said, Jeter, you the only nigga I know who you'll be broke today and have 100,000 in your pocket tomorrow. You the only nigga who can come over here in the north and fuck with us in the north. Me, Flip, Lucci, you know, and then go out there to Oak Cliff and fuck with Bowleg and them. He say, nigga, we couldn't go at the time, you know, when the city was divided, you know what I'm saying?
You could move around.
I could move around and I fucked with everybody. Like, I never really had no beef with nobody because I was cool with everybody. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And the thing, everybody, I made money from everybody because I did what nobody did. I did printing, I did t-shirts, flyers, and I promoted the shit. You know what I'm saying? And niggas, if they actually wanted their music pushed, nigga, I used to stand up when Corey had, when he had Cloud. You know? Cloud, see, y'all forget, when Lil Sock. Corey from Cloud.
Corey from Cloud, yeah, Corey
Cleghorn, you know? When Corey had Cloud and he was running his Wednesday night, you know, Corey is the one who, and I tell people all the time.
He had the club out here too, didn't he?
Yeah, he had the club out here too. Corey is the original promoter who started this Ladies Free shit. Corey is the one who started Women in Heels, Get In Free all night. Everything these niggas is doing that, y'all stole. Cause he's the first nigga who started it. Y'all stole that shit, and I'm gonna let you niggas know. It's a new game. The game
reinvented because Cloud when Cloud first got it, like he was at Blue, like when he had all that, like when it went down, that's when that shit started. Yeah. His Women in Free.
Women in Free with heels.
There wasn't no women, nigga. Everybody was paying to get to the club. You know what I'm saying? Shit, he cool when Cloud, when they had that little run, shit.
Corey had that shit, man, and you know he was doing this thing, and then at that time, Chief was big. He had the Check My Swag record with Jim Jones. No, he had the ball. Yeah, Check My Swag record with Jim Jones, which actually ended up going number 2. It was the number 2 ringtone for 2 years.
Ringtone.
Man,
Paid
ringtone.
off the mouth.
Yeah,
Paid off the
ringtone,
mouth. Goddamn right.
And then, see,
ringtone era.
the ringtone where that's what ended up making. I'm gonna fuck y'all head up, cause see y'all don't remember Baby C.
Yeah, I remember Baby C. Yeah, what we
See?
with that. That's why I said we got stories about like Baby C came up in the era with
Yes,
my
sir.
brother and everything. Like that's why I say
Baby
you might.
C
You don't know if you know Jay Steele.
I know DJ Steele. I just seen him like 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, not DJ Steele, but Jay
Jay
Steele.
Steele, yeah,
Jay Steele. He used
yeah,
to
me
rap
too.
with all that, like that shit, nigga. That
But
Baby C is shit. He
that era, Baby C, T Wayne, Technique.
Yeah.
That was Arlington. That was Arlington Fort Worth. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Then you go into Fort Worth. Then you had okay, come back to Cliff. You
You
got
got Twisted Black then.
you got the hold on before you get Twisted Black. You got the Rally Boys.
Rally Boy.
Okay, so you had Twisted Black in the funk.
Yeah.
See,
He's
he
the only
was
one in the
he
funk.
was left. No.
Who was else out there?
He was left shoe, right shoe. So you had before you even get to the Trap Squad, you had a group called Double HAN. Hard headed ass niggas. So I'm finna fuck you up. So do y'all remember DOC was in LA. He was in Cali, okay. He had DJ Rock was the DJ, I can't remember his name. So you had that nigga name on tip of my tongue. My other partner was in LA too. Okay. Y'all remember the name Six Deuce? See, I fucked y'all up with that one.
Yeah. No.
Six Deuce is the only artist ever in DF Dub. He was signed to Diddy as a writer. He was signed to Drake as an artist. He was signed to Drake. He was signed to Diddy as a writer. He was signed to Drake as an artist. Explosive. Look it up. Nate Dogg, Warren G, Six Deuce, and Drake. Explosive. Okay. He was also signed to Timbaland as a producer.
All at one time?
All at one time.
He was from where?
He was from Fort Worth, Texas.
Six Deuce.
See, y'all don't remember as Six Deuce.
Yeah.
Y'all remember
Yeah,
but
That's before my time.
that before your time. See,
Yeah.
that back in '93.
Yeah, that's for my time. I
I'm
wasn't-
so I'm still
Yeah.
probably little kids.
Yeah, see,
Yeah, I'm
so
39, baby.
so see, that back in '92, '93.
Yeah.
So, you gotta understand, y'all remember Genocide.
Yeah.
See, that was Six Deuce, Jaco, but they grew. L Dog, Chris, Jaco, K Smooth, and Deuce. They had a group called Genocide. Called Double HAN, hard headed ass niggas. They end up going. Then you had what's called now. Then fuck you up. You got BVA, Black Villain Assassin, which is Abdul Chappelle and them. They was from Como. So, like I say, this is
Shit, boy, you running down through there.
hey. So this is 91, 92, 93. We end up starting Gorilla Records in Fort Worth. So it's 94, 95. You know what I'm saying? I ended up getting locked up. You know, whatever. But shit kept moving. And it's just the music industry. And so, like I tell people today, all these records that y'all hearing or that have been hits that you think, they came through me. I done touched the record in some type of way, whether it was promoting the record, passing out flyers for the record, promoting the artist, some type of way, I done had an impact in that artist's life. Then you come to the
We need a book, big dog.
then you come to the
Because
2000s.
he got
You gotta give us a book, big dog. Like we need to just go on, just put this out here right now that you gonna give us a book.
Man, I need to do something.
You got enough. You really can just talk. And somebody can write that for you.
Man,
like,
you
can write your history. You
can do an audio book. You can do an audio book. You give somebody right now. You gotta let somebody know because it was going down in the city and people needs to know that.
Not even an audio book. He got somebody that can actually write it.
It was going down in Dallas, Texas. We had major people. Like I be telling people, the club scene back then was different.
It was way different. It was way
different. But it used to go down.
You couldn't. It wasn't even a strip club scene.
It wasn't.
It's a strip club scene now. It wasn't even a strip club scene, but it was actually clubs.
Dallas Boogie, and this is so crazy, right?
No, for sure.
And another partner, I gotta give my hat out to Fat Pimp.
Yeah.
Because I remember when Fat Pimp first started. You know what I'm saying? Fat Pimp was in Houston. Yeah. You know, Fat Pimp was in Houston doing his thing.
U of H?
Yeah, he went to U of H, but he was in Houston doing his thing. He was coming back and forth to Dallas every weekend. I used to catch a ride going to PV. No damn well I ain't got no business being on campus. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, you had all that, and then, man, you go back the Fort Worth era. You got Lil Ronnie, Mike Fresh. Throw that ass in a circle, you know. That's fam life. That's Juju. Juju at the time had probably the biggest clique in Dallas, and to the day he still do. Fam life, you know. So I went from Fab Fam to Fam Life. The early 90s I was with Fab Fam. Then Frog and them got locked up, Big Thoo, you know, all them. Man, shout out to Frog, man. You know, my homie Jack Frost, DJ. And my other homeboy, he gonna kill me. Do Right, DJ Do Right. So like I said, these today, they strip club legends. You couldn't, like, D-Real. D-Real has always been, to me, one of the hardest DJs that don't get no credit out of Dallas.
No credit at all, man, because he started the mixtape. He really started the mixtape.
That man, him,
and what's the white boy?
Ticketmaster Tape. Hey, him, Ticketmaster Tape, bro. If it wouldn't have been for them,
wouldn't have been no riding around in your car with the DVDs playing, none of that shit. Like, it wouldn't be none of that. He right. It wouldn't be none of that.
Man,
for real. Shout out to Ticketmaster and
Ticketmaster, bro, changed the game
for real
of the way mixtapes are heard today. And the white boy has not made. I be trying to get him to make another mixtape. He won't do it.
DJ D-Real started to get back.
Yeah, DJ D-Real selling sticks now, nigga.
Yeah, he's selling
whole.
He's selling whole DJ mixes and everything already mixed down. He said a lot of DJs get cut out because you can buy one of his mixes and shit. It's already mixed up, DJ'd up, so it's going already in the stick. With 300 songs on that motherfucker.
But you get a lot of, like I said, homie, it was just an era of music that, man, it's different. You go to the early 2000s, I can go 98, 99. I can go year for year with this shit. Yeah. You go to early 2000s, like I said.
Ain't got no time for that. We gotta eat a book.
that was Ronnie in them era.
No, for sure.
And that was when me and Boosie ended up getting together. And it was just shit. It's been on ever since. But like I said, I've been, you know, should you name an artist? Shit. I'm touching some type of way. If it's directly, indirectly, if a nigga raps, a follow official, Mr. E now, I mean pretty much everybody, if you was a producer, Brian Beater, if you was a producer or a rapper, some type of way I need to promote your product, your album, your CD.
We believe because you calling niggas by their government name too.
You know what I'm saying?
Like Brian Lee, Stephon.
And I be telling people all the time, it's like, I've always been in the background just because that's just me. You know, when I go to the club, I ain't trying to, you niggas scream my name 4 or 5 times. All right, cool, whatever. I'm gone. I stay in the club 5 or 10 minutes. I don't party. I don't smoke. I don't drink. I'm there probably 15, 20 minutes. Hey, DJ, man, play my record. Hey, I got 3 records this week. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to slide you 150, 200, 300, whatever it is. That's me and your business. That ain't nobody else's business. You know what I'm saying? To play my records. But when these label reps, I'm the person these label reps going to call if you hot in Dallas. They going to be on my line. And I'm be like, hey, you know who such is? Who? You need to find out who it is and call me back. All right. And I'm going to do my research. And that's the game, man. Like I say, I've been an unofficial A&R, you know, in the streets. Man, I had a lot of big records. Man, even I just seen my guy Yalla, man, you know, the other day, and, you know, we just, you know, talking, and, you know, his whole, you know, that's on me, baby, you know. I helped with the remix, you know, got Boosie, you know, Jeezy, 2 Chainz, you know, got everybody, made sure everybody was, you know, in place for the record. Like, I did a lot of placements, man, and just, I do it for the love. I done been in a lot of niggas' videos. I done had a chance to be in a lot of niggas' videos. I done had to be in a lot of niggas' movies. I just don't. That's not my thing.
No, for sure.
You know, I got a homie. He shot 100 movies last year. You know, shit. I helped cast 6.
Shit, next time you want to shoot a movie, come grab me. You know,
Man. Say anybody come in here and talk about a movie, boy, he be on it. Say, man, I got next movie.
Wherever cast college, let's set up. I pay for the class myself. You ain't.
Hey,
Yo,
man,
let's get it going. Yeah, the
Yeah.
come get me for the movie, man.
They just dropped. What's the movie I told you the other day?
Trust nobody.
Yeah, they just said Trust Nobody. You got the Circle Volume 1, 2, and 3. I mean, shit, you know, they working, man. Like KO, say I can go back to KO. KO they had, I don't know if y'all remember Mama Duck and the Crew. It was the mama, and she had 4 or 5 kids that used to rap and sing. They used to do all the Kwanzaa Fest, but she had a son named KO. KO do movies and shit now. But just how people just trade this.
You heard of new movies? Them that's out there like the drop spot, This Christmas.
I don't know them.
Those some Dallas movies. They on Tubi.
Oh yeah, if it's on Tubi, shit, I gotta fuck with it. That's all I do all day, sitting down and watching movies.
Look at those.
What you had?
One called the Drop Spot.
I think I seen that.
Yeah, it's Dallas, and it's another one. This Christmas. They just got on there this
I'm
month.
gonna check them out. But you had, you know, they used to do Kwanzaa Fest. I used to manage Inertia and Young Jim. That was late 98, 99, 2000. We were signed to MBK. MBK at the time had Alicia Keys. After Alicia, they had Alicia and Life Jennings. That's how my relationship with them started. And then they ended up signing.
You cool with Alicia?
Yeah, and then they end up signing L. Varner.
Yeah.
I'm the one who broke the refill record. I had the record before anybody, 6 months before anybody.
Refill what? Can I get a refill?
Yeah, that was L. Varner.
Man.
So like I say, like those records that when they had records come out, the execs would send me the records to push. And my thing was, see, records then, you had to have the streets. It was 2 things. If you was an R&B artist, you had to have the radio, but you also had to have something to match your radio campaign, which was the streets.
Streets, yeah.
You know
You
what I'm
had to be out there.
saying? You had to be out there. And so, like I said, I don't know how much time I got, but you know,
Yeah,
it's
we down to the end, boy. This shit, you running down through there. I was gonna say, hey,
He
we
need
do
a
not
book,
wanna
man.
give
This
you
is a
all-
legend right here.
Say that
This
we
is
can
a
sit
legend right
We
here.
probably can sit here
In the city,
all day. And
This
give-
a legend right
and
here
He gonna
in the city,
He gonna
man.
run it down. And everybody gonna be like, whoa, I didn't even.
Please,
know.
man, can we
you
get
know,
him a book?
I mean, bro, I like I tell you, I done fucked with pretty much everybody out here.
Man,
And then
shit.
me and Boosie went on our run, and it's crazy because how we met. So I used to keep. I'm gonna tell you a crazy story. You know what my day job was?
What?
I used to drive Deion Sanders' kids to school. That was my day job. Every day. So,
That's crazy. Well, how did you get that? Like, how did you get?
It was just some shit.
Just being
I was just in the right place, but
The right place at the right time.
I was in the right place. I was just in the right place, right time.
Blessed is the word.
But Fame, and Lil Dion fucked with each other real tough. But DeAndrea, so y'all know who? Damn, what's Nick's name? Name was stripper. Bitch, damn, what's her name? She gonna kill me. She gonna kill me. But she danced and Kalia, like Dion had about 7 girls that stayed with him, but they wasn't. Well, Kalia is DeAndrea's cousin, but DeAndrea, so they went from Cedar Hill to Louisville to stay with Carolyn, and I was driving their ass to school. Like I pick them up, they come, hey, yo, come get me, and and I pick them up, whatever. And it was just, I take them here, prom, wherever they want to go. And I had the black SUV, the black Sprinter that Dion still got to this day.
That's smart.
The van, and it had the cameras in it. So, at the time he had the club, prime time 21, all that, what I'm saying, doing the club, whatever. But I'm saying so crazy. I never met that man during that time. Never.
You were working.
Yeah, he was working. I never met that man.
Yeah.
I never met that man during that whole time when they was in high school. They was in high school.
That man got a personal driver for his kids.
But that was the thing. Like I was taking their ass to parties or wherever they want to go. Wherever they want to go, and then we pull.
All they gotta do is call old man. He gon'
yeah. So God, she gonna kill me. I can't think of her name. She gonna kill me. But anyway. So then Boo get out of jail. We end up meeting. Crazy part. We end up meeting. I end up taking a meal to the table. And we was in a hotel room and I had some essays I was fucking with real tough. And the lady gave me a Louis Vuitton purse. Right? The big Louis Vuitton purse. So Boo in the hotel room. So I go in the hotel room and take in mind he ain't been out of jail 2 weeks. I go in the room, I get a man the bag, the purse. He said, man, what's this? This nigga look in the bag. So he opened the bag, bro. The money had been soaked for probably, she said they dug it up like 2 years. The money was still wet. The money was in 5 bags. Ziplocs. The money was wet. That night, we ended up doing the 97.9 car show. We did the show in Fort Worth. We did the show in Arlington. Then we came back. And I ended up doing a 10-show deal with Boosie. When he first bought the Bentley, he bought the first house. Like this shit you can actually go look up and see. You see what I'm saying? And so, nigga, since then we just been rocking. And then, I got in and nigga, I just been, I've been over there handling that and the liquor from Boosie Juice to, he got another liquor now.
Damn, what's that?
To Rap Snacks.
Booyah.
Oh, that shit.
Nah, man, what's that?
He got a new liquor.
He got a new one. He was just talking about it on 85 South Show.
But he got the app.
So you handle all that?
Yeah, so I handle all that, all the business.
Tell Boosie come get me, man.
Nah, man.
Tell him come get me, man.
So pretty much that's where a lot of people know me from.
Nah,
like,
for sure.
A lot of people know if Boosie come to the city, where it's here, Oklahoma, wherever, I'm the one gonna bring you.
Nah, for sure. That's what's up.
How long we got left?
Man,
2 minutes.
tell them,
I would
say, man, tell them folks where they can find you at. Man,
They can't find him. He under a rock. You can't find this gym right here. We all one
They
guy.
got like 12,000
We the only one got him.
Hey,
man.
man.
A lot of people know where he at.
Yeah, they know where he is.
I mean,
Tap in,
but
Huh?
You can find him getting getting on my nerves.
Oh,
look at her.
Hey,
Look at her.
hey, you know, man, like I
Why'd you
tell,
say you getting on nerves?
hey man, like I tell people, man, I just be chilling, you know. I just mind my business. I don't be out like that. I mean, if you talking some money, I'm gonna come out. I'm gonna fuck with you. But here lately, man, like I said, I just had heart surgery, so I just be chilling, you know.
No, for sure.
I be
That's a
chilling,
blessing.
just
live.
doing my thing, and you know, that's it. And I mean, you know, everybody know me. Shit, Google me. Shit.
Google you.
I'm
What's your
Michael
name?
Cheetah.
Tell them your
It's
name.
gonna be right there at the bottom, man. They gonna know exactly who it
And
is.
that's my song too.
Yeah.
Yeah, Google me. Yeah,
Google
yeah.
me.
That's my song too. Yeah,
Say, man.
yeah, I didn't know that. But I'm gonna tell you what's so crazy.
Hold on,
The
man.
big, I gotta tell this before we go. The biggest record I was ever a part of, I thought was the dumbest record ever, still to this day. Yeah, I bet I won't know what it is. The biggest record in music history.
We probably only got a few seconds. What is
Yeah,
it?
what-
Laffy Taffy.
Man. Say, boy, you was rocking with the real life entrepreneurs, man. It's your boy A1 still.
Hey,
man.
Hey, man, it's the
Hey.
show and we got to go.
And I'm gonna tell you this, Ice-T